Everything was getting to be white. Ain't pretty. Show y'all the kitchen. Nothing's white. They haven't painted the molding yet. This is my pantry. Let me go over there. Remember the chairs. The moldings are gonna be white too. Work, 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 work. Show y'all the gold wall that I took pictures. No longer gold. It's white. Remember this? Everything's white. See, this was gold. This is gold still. They're painting it white. Tomorrow they're gonna go over the molding. Sad. My room too. You guys know this room. We started painting the molding that was gold in the wall. It's my little room that I do live in. This is also, they haven't painted this yet, but it's gonna be white. Everything is gonna be white. Everything's gonna be white. Everything's gonna be white. Everything's gonna be white. But I can't, La Belle. I have to keep it white. The thing is, white is a universal color. The gold, I'll probably just leave this gold in between right here. But the gold is my taste. And the thing is, you have to do the house a neutral color where anybody can come here and purchase the house and be like, okay, I can see my furniture is here. You know, with the gold, you know, someone might come in here. This is the only one that's staying gold. Someone may come in here and be like, you know what? I don't want gold. The gold was a lot. Huh? They just wanted basic. But I like the gold. I created this. So, but the black is stained. But this little gold is stained in between here. You have little gold in here. We're not going to go and paint it. Hi everyone. Probably I'll put her glow no. Let me turn this light on. I'll put her glow no. Ma peinture blanc parce que blanc sont liés c'est une couleur universal lié. On comprend? Like qui n'importe moun ka vin an dan, it'll help you get more offers. Haley, do you guys realize that I have Google Translate in here? But it doesn't translate everything you guys write in Creole. Mumsy no hi. Yeah. Sel bagay selman bab ka itire gold la dani se staircase la. Mwen staircase ta epi mbap itire gold la nan mitan wine cellar. Regarde, monsieur, ça a tombé, non? Mano, Yoshita. Et puis, m'damu gold. M'damu gold. T'allais m'battre le casé pour m'na. See? But I still have gold no glass la en l'air na kitchen na. The ceiling medallions, they're gonna stay gold. Yeah, we did gold. Yeah, I'm selling it low just to get rid of it. The thing is, I'm just floors, new bathroom, new fixtures, hot water heater, new hot water heater, new mete water filtration, takwanda kaila, tout water anda kaila filtre. New appliances, the ovens and it's new. Tout bagay yo new. There's a lot to sell in a house. Yeah, the wine cellar, that area, I'm not gonna paint it white. I even sell makabonti gold la dani. And over there on Lea, na glass la. Mwen mese sa mwen kap souke la an Lea la, ki fe mpe la. Oui, get toi, we have travail. Debe matin encore yap vini tomorrow morning to touch up on stuff, and then we have open house. After open house, I'm coming here again pour Vinn monitor pour ma vie ça yap fait. So yap travail la kaila. My son DJ is not here. I had a wedding to go to today, but I bought a dress for the wedding. I bought a beautiful purple dress, a beautiful purple gown. Come to find out, Chris told me at the last minute that I had to wear beige. I'm like, beige. And then, we have open house tomorrow, and they're working, and then my son DJ is not here to. The pillows go with this. Goes with that. Bagay pitit. Oh, you want to? What's wrong with you, Brandon? Sayo mabay mo nyo. I'm leaving it. Mapkite la kaila. Garon bagay Simon. Look at this, Brandon. You see how Prince had candy? Magali Vision is chérie. Fabiola, hi, sweetheart. Michelin House, hi, my love. Oh, Michelin, let's out buko na kaban. Carla, how are you? Janelle Smith, how are you? Luzi, qui j'en ai chez vous? Which ticket? Luzi, ki bagay? Where did you buy the decor? My family, you talking about these? Where did I buy what? Which one? Kisa? Which one? O di ki bom te ase decor? Ki yon la den? The flower? This, I had this for a while. The black thing. This one is in the market. No, they can't have the piano. I just left it here for staging. Ngite sayola for staging. One. I left it for stage. The kukone ubal for open house. I have to leave stuff. Oh, thank you, Flo. For Wally. Ou kon sa mba kompran nan community haïtien. Well, moi-même, I always want to be around people where I am well loved. The black one, m'gen longtemps. I had this for years and years and years. I had this thing. I had this before I met Chris. That black thing, I had it before I met Chris. I had it long time ago. Mba même connait si histoire ça existait encore, non? Yeah, move chérie mio. The new house, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even want to expose myself. I don't even want to expose myself. I don't even want to expose myself. I don't even want to expose anything. But I find it to be scary. I never usually show the whole house. I just want my peace. Sinon te comprendre how I feel. I'm just besoin la paix. I want to be just in peace. But ou kon haïtien ki jan yo même le ou pa bagay yo fait sou moun quand même pour yo kon koto rete, ki boye, ki so ap regle. Haïtien just like that. You comprend? I just want my peace. La kote miya la, mte la longtemps. I just want my peace. I just want my peace. Ou mbay kay la pou anyen. Because I'm just probably, deal with this street. Brandon, watch my chandelier. Well, whoever's gonna buy the house chandelier. Yeah. In the contract, in the thing on Zillow, I'm like, chandelier not included. Oh, we like the chandelier. Some people pretend that's the reason why they would purchase the house. I was sad, right? I went outside, I prayed outside, and I told God, thank you for the wonderful years that I've been in this house. And, and I asked God to release me. The minute that I started painting white, you guys know that plain white is not me. White and gold is me. And I cried, and, I called my parents and told my parents to come and pray at the house. I cried. It hurts because now I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. All this time I was living here with no enemies, no nothing. I just don't feel safe. But I don't feel safe. Flo came. I was happy Flo came. But now we both are leaving. Well, I left. Just you want to be safe. I want my son. I wanted my son to be comfortable, to ride his bike outside. Like we don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Mba les, petite moi ap kondi bekan ni de yo ou pa kon. Ou kompran? Yeah, I'm not going to, when I move, I'll do that move. I move, but I'm not going to, when I'm settled with everything. Maintenant, tout bagay sa yo avec moun. And tout pale Anpil on Facebook, yo, it's just, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm fatigué. I'm tired. I'm tired of the going back and forth, always defending myself. Like, I don't feel like I have to defend myself. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook for all of that. I'm on Facebook for Nerglo. I'm on Facebook for my business. If I can give you guys advice, I will give you guys advice. But I'm not in Facebook for all of that. Like being enemies with people you don't even know, people disliking you, you don't even know, you've never met a day in your life. Like people not liking you, people wanting to make money off of Facebook, just using your name, arguing with you, and you over here defending yourself. And the way that these people talk about me is as if they live in my house. Like the other day, I overheard a particular person talking about me and my husband as if we're friends. Like I don't even know this person. You know, I'm moving. I moved already. I don't even know this person. Like you telling my husband's story. You're talking about us as if you know this man. This man is not your friend. He's not your family member. This man has never had a dialogue with you. You know, he's never had a dialogue with you. He doesn't know you. And the way that you guys talk about people on Facebook says you telling this man's story like he knows you. We don't know you. Stop faking, stop pretending we don't know you. We got away because of you. So stop talking, leave us alone. We don't want to deal with you. So just leave us alone. That's it. We want our peace. That's what we want. We don't want to deal with you. We don't know you and we don't want to meet you. And that's what it's about. Like, I don't care the negativities, things that you're saying and stuff like that. It's not going to change anything. I'm not your friend. I don't know you outside of Facebook. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to be anything. Wherever you at, I don't want to be there. My family don't want to be there. Just leave us the hell alone. Like you see people on Facebook talking about you, telling stories. Your husband did this, your husband did that. We don't even know you. We don't know you. The way that you're talking as if you have somebody. First of all, I don't keep no company. I don't keep no company. And especially my husband's mother is here. She's in America. My husband's father is deceased. He has nobody in Haiti. Inside of my house, we don't practice these things. Like I showed the rooms in my house. There's no altars in my house. And the sad thing about it is I'm hearing things that I'm hearing things that I said that never came out of my mouth. And it's sad. I'm hearing that I was talking about this location, that location. I never talked about these things. And it's sad. Like, I'm hearing I said this, I said that. Trying to create a narrative, trying to create confusion. And I'm like, when the fuck did I say that? I never said that. But then I don't feel like I need to constantly. Because some of you guys need this. You guys need the drama. The bloggers need the drama. I don't need it. I'm tired. My house, there's peace in my house. I don't have chaos at my house. And I don't need the chaos on social media. You arguing with somebody you don't even know. You arguing with somebody that's never been to your house. You've never been to their house. You don't know them besides the pictures that they post on Facebook. You don't know them but besides the videos that they post on Facebook. Just because somebody's on Facebook Live, they can talk, they can say, doesn't mean you know them. And some of you guys on Facebook are misconstrued. You guys will talk about a person as if this is somebody that you know personally. It's just a shame. I feel like I would be embarrassed. I'll be so embarrassed if someone said that they do not want to live around me. And one thing for sure, I don't want to live around nobody that dislike me. I don't want to live around nobody that don't want to deal with me. I don't like to be where my enemies are at. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know you guys. I like telling stories about my husband. Like, the thing is, I feel like this particular person do that purposely because they want me to get out of character. They want me to come in here and act a fool because they think that the talking about my husband is my trigger point. And I understand it. And I know these mind games that you guys have been playing on Facebook, and I'm not here to play it. I'm not on Facebook to play no mind games with nobody. You said all these, this particular person said all these things because they wanted to trigger me. They wanted me to go say things negatively about their people so they could try to use it against me. And I understand that. I understand when somebody's trying to bait me. I understand perfectly what was going on. And I'm tired of the game. I'm tired of it. I want my peace. This is the reason why I went and hired a lawyer so I can get my peace. That's what it's all about. Creating false narrative, creating stories. I've never been arrested a day in my life. I heard I've been arrested 3 times on social media. And one thing about Florida, if you get arrested, you will have a mugshot. You know? Like, I'm hearing stories from people that I don't even know. And they don't know me. You know, I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you're trying to bait me. I understand all of that. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. By all means, you cannot bait me. I understand what you're trying to do. You attacked my husband. You talked about him as if you know him. You said a whole bunch of stuff that's not even true, telling stories. None of the guys that work at none of the guys, his brother, none of these guys have ever been arrested. You constantly talk about my husband. It's really sad. We don't know you, and we're trying to get away because we know you have access. You have access to the gate that I live in. Because of that, we moved. The house is for sale. At a good price. Because I do not want to deal with this street that you have access to. I understand debating, talking about my husband, saying, and then you have a whole bunch of audience that start questioning you. I'm like, how do you know all of this? How do you know her husband is doing this? Why, you his side chick? Is he sleeping with you and he's telling you all of this? Like, no one is questioning your motives. What's your motive? What's your motivation? Why? What's your motive? I just want to know this. Everything that you're saying about my husband, and this is what he do. He's this, first of all, prime creator God is the greatest of all. There's none before God. No matter what you serve, no matter what you practice, God is first. Okay? No matter what you practice, God always comes first. So I'm not sure. No one cannot block me. No one cannot block my husband. No one cannot block our destiny. They don't have that power. Okay? Nobody have that power. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your ex, not an enemy. If it was that easy, I would not be sitting where I'm sitting at now. If it was that easy to block you, people cannot block you from God. Especially when your source, when everything you have come from God, can't nobody block you from God. If someone tell you that they can block you from God or block you from anything that you serve, it's like that person telling you a lie that I can go up there and take a bucket and get rid of the sun. Don't believe no lies that come from the devil. The devil, that's what the devil do best, is tell lies. And the devil don't care whose lips he used to tell his lies. Can't nobody block me. Can't nobody block my husband. And my husband does not serve. So don't believe all that narrative. Don't believe all that craziness coming from a person that is an enemy. Not a family member, an enemy. Somebody that don't know my husband. Somebody that don't know me. That's not friends with the family members. That's not friends with none of us. Like somebody that if we saw this particular person in the street, we wouldn't even say hi. God is stronger than the devil. Trying to bait me, saying things about my husband, saying this. No, you will not bait me, sweetheart. I understand. And my husband had said that to me a long time ago. My husband said, this particular person hates you. I don't even want you in the same city as this person. That's what my husband told me. I'm not your friend. I'm not your family member. And stop telling stories on me saying that I said this, I said that. And my husband don't know you. I'm his wife. I can tell you what he do. Not somebody that we don't know. It's ridiculous. Like you hearing stories like, oh, your husband do this every year. Your husband do this. Your husband, where at? I can tell you what my husband do. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. You want me to be at 6 o'clock? You said be here at 6.
If God wants that, I'll be here at 6.
You hear that? What did you say?
If God wants that,
If God wants that, right?
Yeah.
That's right. He said, if God's willing.
All right.
There's nothing bigger than God.
Bye, Nelly.
Bye. Child, please. God. Okay, I have to turn the lights off. When all lights are off in a house, that means nobody's here. That's what it means. Okay? Why the lights are off? That means nobody's here. Get off the live. I'm going to call my husband went to his friend's wedding, so I have to wait for him to live with you guys. I'm gonna leave this light on. Let me turn the lights in the laundry room. Let me turn the lights. This light on. One belle fridzi on là. What was I doing? I was trying to turn that light off. Ma famille l'autre lumière ça. Okay. Now I'm good. I'm fret. Simon, what scarf for? I'm gonna sit right here. No, I couldn't attend the wedding. First and foremost, the couple that's getting married, they require for you to wear beige, and the dress that I purchased is purple. So, and then this situation too, I had to be here so I can monitor the guys, so I can watch the guys that are fixing the house. So I couldn't go. He went by himself, but he'll be here to pick me up. The friend was like, every time that he invite us somewhere, we don't really show up. Like, I have things to do. Like, I have to make sure that this house is properly finished for the open house tomorrow. So it's like, I have to, that's my priorities is the house being sold. Well, one, that's my priority. Everything else can come second. Hi, Kevin. Hi, my love. Yeah, Fiddling. I would have loved to meet her tonight. But I couldn't. I showed her my dress. I purchased a dress and everything for the wedding. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm kind of glad that I didn't go because I get to, get them to do more work here. Because the molding, the crown molding that's up there, they're supposed to paint it white too. So they'll be here tomorrow early in the morning. Oh, I'm doing that while am I remodeling, you said? While am I remodeling? Good night, Micheline. Good night. Si moun pa pli al pweneur glo nou tout podyo nan sel. Tout podyo nan sel. You say, why am I remodeling the house? Because I'm selling the house and I had my touch in it. Everything was gold. So I have to put it in a neutral color for whoever's purchasing the house so they can see themselves in the house. It's always good to paint it a neutral color. No, she knew I wasn't going because I showed her my dress. Chris wasn't gonna go. Just at the last minute, he made the decision. It's easier for a guy to make a decision in the last minute than it is for a woman to make a decision at the last minute. Marjorie, how are you, my love? We'll need Kijon et Chérie. Fefe, how come you didn't come? Rena, Kijon. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Like, I don't need, let me be honest with you guys. I don't need the drama. I don't need the trauma. I don't need the back and forth, like defending myself, defending my character, defending my husband. And you see people telling you and the sad thing about it is this particular person the other day that I was talking, the only reason why they want me to have a mugshot, they want that for me. They want it to be true that I got arrested 3 times. I've never been arrested a day in my life. They want it to be true. You know why they want it to be true? Because they got a mugshot. That's why they want it to be true. Even if it's not true, they want you guys to believe it. Why they want you to believe it? Because they want you to believe I'm just like them. Woody, how are you, my love? That's what they want you to believe. Oh, she ain't no better. Their whole entire lifehood on Facebook is to prove that I'm nothing. Even though you guys can see I'm something. They've been killing their whole entire existence on Facebook to prove that I'm nothing. And that's what they want. They want to brainwash. They want to brainwash people. They want to brainwash you guys to believe that I'm nothing. That's their aim. Because I overheard a live that somebody did about me. Oh, you're nothing. You're this. You wanna be rich so bad. So what did you expect for me to want to be a whore or not rich? I would rather my child say, Mommy, I want to be rich. What did you want me to want to be? Poor? What good come out of being poor? What did you want me to want to be? Even if I wasn't rich. I'm going to ask you guys underneath the comment. Would you rather be poor or rich? Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be financially set. No one wants to be poor. They'll walk up for some reason that they've been, ever since they got on Facebook, is to try to get you guys to dislike me. It's try to get the community to dislike me. Like she thinks she's this. Me saying, I call you guys superiors all the time. I call you guys superiors all the time. When I talk to you guys are my superiors. You know how some people, they come on live, they're like, hey, my babies, you guys are my superiors. Everybody want to be rich. Who the hell want to be broke? Everybody want to be rich. And don't ever say you don't want to be rich. You want to be rich. You don't want to borrow from people. You don't want to be in a situation where if you want something that you can't get it. Oh, I need to face reality. I need to face reality. And these people that's talking about me, I don't even know them. I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know my reality. I'm on Facebook for Nerglo, for my business. Who don't want to be rich? Who don't want to be wealthy? Who don't want to be a billionaire? I had a friend, right? And this particular friend, every time I said that, when I pray, I remember as a child, I used to pray and I used to ask God, I don't care if it's in the ghetto, I don't care where it's at, all over the world. I need you to give me a house in every planet. In every street, every city, every street that exists. At least one house in every street that exists in the world. That's what I used to ask God. And I was explaining it to my friend, and I was like, you know what? You know how I pray to God? I always ask God, I don't care. Like, you know how Haiti, they say Cité Soleil? I said, I even want a house in Cité Soleil. But I want my house to look the best. And I'm like, I want a house in every street in the world. And I also ask God, if there's other planets, I also want a home in those other planets too. And my friend was like, well, me, I don't want no big house. I don't want this. I said, I want big. I want more. I want luxury. You know, my friend was like, well, I don't want no big house. I just want a regular house. I don't want to be rich. So we started praying, right? And I'm like, Lord, my friend is saying that he doesn't want to be rich. But you know what, Lord? If his future, you was going to give him anything, you was going to make him a millionaire. He don't want it. Give it to me. My friend got so upset with me. My friend got so upset with me. He's like, how are you going to tell God to give it to you? I said, you just told me you don't want it. You just told me you don't want it. Since you don't want to be rich, if God was going to make you a millionaire, a billionaire, since you don't want it, he can give it to me. So why are you mad? If you throw something away, anybody can pick up the trash, right? You just told me you don't want it. So whatever you don't want, everybody, and I said that to God, everybody that ever said they do not want to be rich. If your destiny for them is for them to be rich, they don't want it, give it to me. That's what I told God. Then my friend's going to get mad at me. He got so upset. He's like, oh, I'm stealing his destiny. No, I'm not stealing your destiny. I'm asking God for what you don't want. You don't want it? Give it to me. And I also told God too, I said, those people that are on death row, you have riches and gold for them. They can't use it being on death row. Give it to me. What's wrong with that? I'm not asking God for something that you want. You said you don't want it. If you don't want it, I want it. You don't want something, you want to throw it away. It's good, I'm going to take it. You can't be mad at me for telling God what you don't want, he can give it to me. Why are you so upset? Yeah, we got a big argument over that. Oh, I saw Nades, I saw my beautiful Nades. Li fâché. Li presque pour mourir. M'di bon, ou te dou pas de besoin richesse. You don't want no big house, you don't want no mansion, you don't want to be rich. So you want to work for somebody for your whole life? I said, well, Lord, I want to be rich. I want to be the billionaire. Whatever billion you have for him, he don't want to give it to me. He didn't talk to me for 3 days over that. And from now on, he don't ever say that craziness around me. He don't ever say that craziness around me. So stop telling God, stop. Like a lot of you guys are afraid of what people are going to say. Like you guys are afraid if you say you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, then you're going to find a hater that's going to tell you, you will never. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to the hater. When they say that about you, you know what you do? Lord, I am your daughter. I am your son. And I know every riches that's underneath the ground, every gold, everything that's in the earth belong to you, Lord. Did you hear what the enemy said? Because of that enemy, Lord, rise me. Okay? And start reading the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. Ye though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. And the best part about it, he prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. You start reading that, and you stand on the 23rd Psalm. Because if you ask God, he got to give it to you. Es halzi mande mabau. Who give a damn what the enemy got to say? A lot of you guys are so scared that if you say you want to be rich, somebody's going to look at you bad. Who gives a fuck? They're going to look at you bad anyways. Why do you care? They're going to look at you bad anyways. Why settle for mediocre so you can make them happy? No. Like I noticed that La Bape came underneath the live. I said, who don't want to be rich? And she felt like she had to lower herself down and said, I want to be comfortable. No. You want to be rich. You want to be able to travel. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do. You don't just want to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. No, comfortability sometimes is not always good. You want to be able to live life abundantly. That's what you tell God. Because a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are afraid of what the next person will say. Don't live in scarcity. Don't live like that. Don't live in scarcity. If I was living in scarcity, the things I have, I would not have. You don't have to hide for no haters. And I'm going to be honest with you, Nadesh, continue posting your pictures. Post your pictures with your beautiful husband and you beautiful self, beautiful couple. Continue posting your pictures. And it's not you. You're not God. You don't have to hide your happiness for nobody. And social media loves saying that whenever they see somebody, oh, are they happy for real? That's fake. And majority of the people that believe love is fake is the people that's never been loved. And that's the reason why they think it's fake, because they have never received it. So you got to understand, the people that's putting love down is the people that's never received love. But once you know what love is, when you see love, you know love. When do they don't talk about me, baby? Renee? Renini, is that how I said? When do they don't talk about me? They always talk about me. I'm the superior. They're always going to talk about me. They're always going to talk about me. But rest assured, the thing is, that's how they do. When do they not talk about me, honey? I've been a talk on Facebook since I got on Facebook in 2016 in the Haitian community. Whenever they need people to watch them, they talk about me. Yes, la bape. Don't lower yourself for nobody, honey. And I understand. A lot of human beings don't like it for somebody to say, I want to be rich. They don't like to hear that. And they make you feel guilty for saying that. You know? Don't do that. You want to live life abundantly. That's what you want. And it's okay to live life abundantly. It's okay. You don't have to apologize to anybody. Everything belongs to God. You know who to go to when you want something. Because me, every chance I get, honey, when I'm in communication with God, I'm always asking for something. And I know God is not tired of me asking, because he said it on his words. If you ask, you shall receive. If you knock, it shall open. That's what he said. And it came from his son's mouth. If you ask, his son Jesus said that. So I'm going to hold Jesus accountable for what he said. And I believe it, because I have never asked God for something and God did not deliver. And most of the time when I ask God for something and God don't deliver, God gives me better. I'm going to be real with you. A lot of time when I pray, I'm like, Lord, if I'm asking you for this and you got better for me, forget what I asked for. But if I'm asking you for something that's better than what you have for me, forget what you have for me, give me what I asked for. And that's the way that I pray to God. I don't feel guilty for anything. If I pass away today, God gave me a good life. You know? I'm not going to apologize I'm not going to apologize for loving God, for God loving me, because I have never asked God for anything where God did not deliver. I remember in 2011, since the year is almost changing, next month will be December. I remember praying to God in 2011, and what did I want? Because my ex-husband and I, we wasn't getting along, and the relationship, I felt like I was holding on is because of the children. And I remember praying to God, and I said, God, I do not want to go into the new year being here, still, not getting along with my ex-husband. I said, Lord, I want you to give me someone else. And I recall asking God for that. But then I recall my ex-husband asking me, what is my New Year resolution? And I didn't lie. I looked at him straight in his face. I said, for God to give me another husband, a good husband. But I didn't say it like that. I was actually mean when I said it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I said, I want to replace you. He cussed me out real bad. But that's what I asked God for. So don't be ashamed for what you ask God for. The only thing is, don't ask God for somebody's husband. Or don't ask God to give you what belongs to someone else. And don't pray and ask God to make somebody lose everything they have. Don't do those kind of prayers. If you see something, you like, Lord, I see, like, if you look at my house, if you like it, you could be like, Lord, Nerline is selling the house. Lord, put it in my hand so I could be able to afford a house like that. Or, Lord, I want you to be able to help me so I can be financially set. There's nothing wrong with that. You can pray and you can ask God for that, because everything belongs to God. Everything. Like when a construction company, right, that makes CBS blocks. To make CBS blocks, you need sand, right? CBS blocks. So technically, every house belongs to God. There is not no devil house. There is not no Loire house. All the house belongs to God. Okay? The house that you build for the Loire, it belongs to God. Because the sand that you use to make the CBS block belongs to God. So there's nothing that you can do. Everything that you do, everything that you use in this earth belongs to God. Okay? The building, the sand, that's God's. So you want a job at a particular location, you know what you're going to do? You're going to go around this place. This is where you want to work. Go pray there. Didn't I tell you guys my story? I was going to this school. You can go there, and I think that Michelle still works there. I was going to the Beauty Institute. I was in my 20s. Well, I was going to the Beauty Institute, right? And I wanted a Mercedes-Benz. I don't know why I wanted a Mercedes. I just wanted a Mercedes. And you know what I did? I didn't have the cash. I didn't have the money for Mercedes. I didn't have Mercedes money at that time. What I did is, every time my friends or the students at the school was going to Island Jack to drink and eat chicken wings, I would take my car, to go on Military Trail, because the school was on Military Trail, and turn in Okeechobee, and I would go to the dealer. I would go to the dealer, I would walk around the lot looking at the cars and praying for the kind of car that I wanted. Okay? And guess what? I had faith. I have more faith then than I do now, because I wasn't contaminated back then. And I went, every day when there's school, I would go over there during lunch break. And a lot of people used to think that I'm just an antisocial person. I wasn't antisocial. I talked to everybody. It's as if I didn't want to hang with them, or I thought I was better than them. I didn't think that I was better than them. I just went and prayed for what I wanted. That's what I wanted, not what I need. I didn't go to God for what I need. I went to God for what I want. I go in my pocket for what I need. So I went to Mercedes and I prayed. I would go there. There was this white guy that saw me. He was also a Christian. And back then I was really, really religious in church. And the guy was like, can I help you and stuff like that? And I told him he don't even have to waste his time because I'm here to pray for my car. And this man was very kind. That man sat in the parking lot and prayed with me for a car that I didn't have the money to buy at the time. Because what I was doing was like take every money that I had, I was taking money to pay the mortgage, like sending the money towards the principal to pay the mortgage down. So one day, my house, the house that I had, a little house that I lived in back then, it was in West Palm, and it was like almost this train track was like so many distance away, which I didn't even understand how this man end up hydroplane in front of my house, because my house was not that close to the track. There's like 3 houses next to the track. This man was drunk this particular night. He drove his car. It hydroplaned from the train track and landed on top of a tree that was in front of my house and hit my Toyota Camry. That's what I had then, a Toyota Camry. So, honey, and I'm going to tell you the blessing of God. And when you ask God for something, ask him effortless and with ease. So, the man got drunk, hydroplaned the car. There was another guy that was inside the car, and the guy got injured, and the guy that was driving, he was drunk. So what I did is, I went and made it a claim with, he had Progressive at the time, and I contacted his insurance company because the police officer gave everything to me. And the tree that's in front of my house didn't belong to me, it belonged to the city. But the city said, no matter if the that area belonged to them, but the tree is my upkeep, so that means that the tree is actually mine. The city said the tree does not belong, it belongs to me. So the city gave me ownership of the tree. So I went to Progressive. Progressive could not give me 2 checks. So Progressive, you normally have you take your car to the shop to get it fixed. So I went and got an estimate how much the car was going to cost and stuff like that to replace the car and stuff. Progressive gave me the money for the car, total loss, and Progressive also gave me the money for the tree. And guess what? The money for the tree and the car was enough for me to buy my new Mercedes. You see how God blessed me? While I was sleeping, God blessed me. And I need you guys to start praying to God and ask God to bless you while you are sleeping. There's nobody in this world. I don't care if that's your mother. I don't care how big and bad somebody is in root magic. They cannot stop your destiny. No one can. Remember, there are 2 councils. There's the counsels of man and the counsels of God. No man have more favor in front of God than you. God is not going, God or the spirits that be. It's right or wrong. Okay? They are not going to listen to somebody and saying, oh, they're going to do this. They don't have that power. They don't have that power. And I don't care if you're a mystic person that serves law. No one can block you. No one cannot block you. No, they cannot. They can block themselves, but they can't block you. And they definitely cannot block you from God. God do not have respected person. What does that mean, respected person? That means that God doesn't have somebody that he will favor over you. I cannot go to God and you did me no wrong and go to God and ask God, whenever so-and-so is praying, block them. There's no such thing. Okay, there is no such thing. Don't pay attention to none of these crazy people. That's sensitive because that's crazy for somebody to feel like they can block. Can't nobody block my destiny. Nobody. Nobody. Not from the pits of hell. Not from the underwaters. Not from the smoke that be. Not from the air, not from nowhere. No one cannot block me or my husband. Because we don't vibrate in the same frequency. We don't vibrate in the same level. I vibrate and radiate in love. Even my business, my cream. I pray. And I ask God to bless everyone. Anybody that, you know how you guys are on Facebook, you guys share for me? I say, God, I know there's people that's on Facebook that may not be able to afford my cream. There are people that's on Facebook that's supporting me. Lord, always protect them. Allow them to always have. Allow them to never be in need. Give them riches and gold. I pray for my customers, my cream, whoever's using it. Give them endless beauty. You just don't know. My list will bless somebody before. I may argue with somebody on Facebook. But one thing I will not do is go in front of God and curse someone. That's not what my lips do. When I go to God to bless my customers, bless my fans, bless the people that love me, the people that have my back, bless them. And I teach the same thing to my son, Prince. That's what I do. I don't go to God and curse nobody. I don't have access to God to curse anybody. To go to God, oh Lord, make them not be able to pay their bills. No, I will never do that. Never in my life. One thing that I'm going to do is pray for my people. One thing I'm going to do is pray for my customers. I don't want my customers being in lack. I want my customers to have more than enough. Every time they give to somebody, for God to give them that 7-time fold. That's what I ask for. So do you guys really believe somebody can block me, can block my blessing or block my husband's blessing? Oh, they're crazy. And especially a man that's never disrespected anybody. Be careful what you say about somebody. Be careful what you say out of your mouth, because it might be you that get blocked from those spirits. Especially if you're telling lies. Be careful what you ask for someone, because it's in reverse. One thing for sure, I got a praying mother. That's always praying for me. That's always praying for my children. That's always praying for my husband. My parents love my husband so much. My father told me, if you are going to break up with Chris, wait until I'm no longer in this world. After I'm dead and gone. And that's how much my father loves my husband. So be careful what you say out of your mouth. Because guess what? It will ricochet. Return back into sender. Because I don't waste God's time by going to curse someone or thinking I'm going to curse somebody, and then you turn around and curse your own self. Be careful and don't pay attention to anybody. You want peace, you ask God for peace. You want happiness, you ask God for happiness. You want love, you ask God for love. You don't waste your prayers on people you dislike. You don't waste God's time, and you don't waste the Spirit's time. Whatever spirit you serve, you don't waste their time on people you don't like or people that don't like you. You know who you go to for the people that don't like you? You go to the law. That's what they're there for. The law of man, the law of the land. But when you go to Prime Creator, you go to Prime Creator for yourself. for your well-being, for your children, for the people that love you. You don't waste God's time. You think that I go to God and pray to God, and my friend Dennis do. You go to God and she mentioned their names. Because we did a 7-day fast. She mentioned their names. And I laugh. Because if I have, let's say that God was going to grant me what I wanted. And God was going to grant, let's say God was going to grant 10 things that I said that I want. Because I would tell God everything that I want. If God was going to grant 10 things that I want. Do you think that my enemies are that important? Do you think my enemies are that important? Because there may be something that I want more than that. So I don't waste God's time with my enemies. I don't go to God about enemies. I go to God about my loved ones. I go to God about my business. I go to God about my children. I go to God about my husband. I go to God about my parents. I go to God about my customers. I go to God about my fans, the people that loves me. That's why I go to God for. Why would I waste God's time and talk about any enemies to God? I can call my friends on the phone and talk about them. I won't go to God. No, I will not. I will not waste God's time on no enemies. M'pa perdi temps bon Dieu pour m'a parler avec des ennemis. I don't. Bagay sa yo m'pa fè yo, puis nous même tout. Commencez demander bon Dieu pour ça nous besoin. Start asking God for what you guys want. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time and no enemies. Don't waste your time. Dis tout. Pas perdi temps. Don't waste your time. Don't do that. Start praying for yourself. First, praying for your well-being. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to sit there, and I told you guys that already. Okay, I told you guys that already. You have a thing. Everything that you have done in this body, everything you have done, even if it's in secret, there's a thing called the Akashic Records. Where like, you know how if you ever went to church, they say that God has a book, and you're gonna come before God, and God's gonna tell you everything you did. Okay? God's gonna tell you everything you did. Well, you don't want when you have to come to God with your Akashic Records, right? God comes to you, that's your Akashic Records, because the Christian people tell you that God has a book that he will open for a life review. You don't want in your Akashic Records that majority of your stuff was negative. I'm not sure if you guys know the Book of the Dead, which is the Egyptian way saying that you have to live your life balanced. Okay, you have to live your life balanced. People think Judgment Day is like where everybody's gonna be judged. No, the day you're gonna go in front of God. Well, you could basically say it's Judgment Day, Burnett. You could basically say it's Judgment Day, but that's your Judgment Day. It's not like everybody's gonna be in the line. You're gonna come to God and you're gonna give God an encounter for everything you have done and everybody you have hurt. You have to come to God with it. Why did you ask negative? Why did you ask? And you're gonna see how you make other people feel. Okay, somebody, what is it? Let me see. Sans force, Makali Creole. Makali Sordia. No, I see you wrote about Haley. Did you? Oui. So you're going to give an encounter for everything you have done. So you don't want to have like, oh, what did I do in my life? Every day I got up and I watched Zen on Facebook. You're going to go to God. Say, well, every day. Oh, like, you know the people that I love the most are the people that love hearing negativity about other people. Well, you know, I'm at work. When I'm at work, you are my pastime. Thank you. Are you serious? When you could be on YouTube listening to positive things. You guys could be on YouTube learning how to do something. You guys would rather be on Facebook listening to people degrade one another? That's what you want to hear, somebody degrading someone? Like that's your pastime? And you could take your pastime and learn something. So your pastime is to hear somebody saying, Nerline went to jail 3 times when that's not even true. Nerline husband, he always do this every year. He does this. He does magic. He does this. That's your pastime? Why this man is not even on Facebook. He's trying to make a living. He's trying to figure out how he can turn $1 into $10. How he can turn $10 into $100. How he can turn $100 to $1,000. How he can turn $1 million to 1 billion. That's what he's doing. While you over here listening negative things about this person, let me explain something to you. It don't matter the belief that you have about me or anybody else. It don't matter the belief somebody have about you. Life doesn't change. So whatever negative somebody say about me, it's not going to change my life. It's not going to change my destiny. It's not going to. So even if you believe it to be true, that's you. Like my blessing is not going to stop because so-and-so don't like me. God don't have no respected person. And that's what you guys need to understand. God don't have somebody that he loves more than he loves me. No enemy can go to God about me and be like, oh, kill Nerline for me. That ain't going to happen. Because that same Bible say, do unto others like you want others to do unto you. Love your neighbors like you love yourself. That's what God say. So how you gonna go to God about me and you want harm for me? It doesn't work that way. At all. It doesn't work that way. Can't nobody stop your destiny. And stop wasting your time. And what I love about you guys since I've been on Facebook, and I'm going to say this to you. Since I've been on Facebook, right? Do you recall when I first got on Facebook and I was in this house? Do you remember they used to say that's not my house? Those people that used to say that's not my house, did they ever apologize for telling you guys that lie? Did they ever apologize for telling you guys that lie, that it was not my house? They never apologized to you guys. They never said, oh, I lied. I said that was in Nerline house. Do you know how many lies I've heard about this house on Facebook? A whole bunch of lies. But them same people that said those negativity, they never come and apologize, even when you guys realize that they're lying. Why? Okay, if that wasn't Nerline, why is Nerline still in that house? Then when they realized they couldn't tell the lie, you know what they said? Oh, I stole the house. This house is in a gated community. You cannot get in here unless you have access. It's not just a house you just can go inside and have squatters' rights. Not like that. But they told one lie after the other. Do you recall on Facebook they used to say that I have a room that have a snake that made the creams? You remember those lies? Remember those lies? And none of those people that said all these negative things about me ever came to Facebook and apologized. Never. They never apologized to me for the lies that they created. And this is also the story that I heard about me. Remember they used to say, oh, Nerglo's not selling, Nerglo's not selling. But all of a sudden, this particular person came on Facebook and said, oh, did you recall there was no parties? Why weren't they doing no parties before? It's because it's the cream doing the party. But they used to say the cream don't sell. So now you want to give the cream credit, right? I thought you said don't sell. So if the cream is the reason why I'm doing these parties, you're admitting it sells, right? Oh, why weren't they doing parties before? Why weren't they doing this? It's because of Facebook. Then if Facebook is doing all of that and I can have party, why every last one of you guys are not having these parties? This is because of Facebook. This is because of cream. There's a whole bunch of people selling creams. Why they not doing parties? I stopped doing them. I stopped doing them this year. The last party I had was in 2024. I stopped doing parties this year. So everybody, if it's the cream that's doing this, there's a whole bunch of cream sellers. Why they weren't having a party every year? Before they said that the cream wasn't selling, the cream wasn't this, the cream wasn't that. But I overheard the same people that was saying my cream wasn't selling are telling y'all stories. The only reason why we can have the parties because the cream is selling. They're confused. They are very confused. Because once they tell one lie, they have to tell another lie. And the reason why they're saying that is because they want to show that my husband is not a provider. You guys don't understand. But he's not a provider. I can't give him credit. He's not a provider. And they can't give me credit and say the cream is good, it's selling. But when the time is right for them to try to downgrade my husband, they say the cream is selling. The reason why I'm able to do all of this is because of the cream. And then when they were telling this particular person, which was a guy, he also said, oh yeah, she refinanced the house to get the money to do this. There's no refi. Because the house is paid for. There's no refi. You know, they tell one story to make you look bad, and they tell another story to make you look good and not realizing they're making you look good. So which one is it? The cream is selling or the cream is not? Because if the cream is what's paying for the party, that means the cream is selling. Okay, you admit not, it's selling. Okay, and not too long ago, there was, the house was in my name, the house was in my, and they said that's not my house, and they just admit the other day that I was so smart that I put the house in my name now. But I thought it wasn't. But because you want to say that this man is not, you're putting an, it's like you tell one lie and then you tell another lie. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. One minute, they don't have no money, they're not making no money. The next thing you know, they doing this, they doing that to get money. Which one is the truth? Let me see something. It's ridiculous. One thing for sure, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time on Facebook, fixing nothing, arguing with anybody. I'm not going to do it. I'm tired. It's like I need you guys to pay attention. The reason why I need you guys to pay attention is because the narrative that's being told is only being told because of an audience. So you have to be able to be like, well, didn't you just say that her products are not selling, but now all of a sudden you're saying that if it can give all these beautiful parties, those beautiful lavish parties, then so you basically saying it's selling. So you giving credit to the cream now? Because before you wasn't giving credit. A lot of you guys need to pay attention. It's like, it's frustrating. Like I was on Facebook, I heard somebody and I saw somebody that was saying that Flo is selling her house. It's because she cannot pay the mortgage. That's not true. That's not true. Flo hasn't moved out of her house, but she was in the process of getting another house, a house that she really loved. Like the old house that she had. And that house that she was going to get is way bigger. The house that she was going to get makes the house in Miramar that she had look like a baby. She was already qualified for the house. And she was just she put that for sale and she was going to move to that other house. And the embarrassing thing about it is the same people that are talking, when you see her in another house, how would you feel? Saying that she cannot pay the mortgage, that's why she's selling the house and stuff like that. And you don't see nothing that says she's in the default. And you just creating a story about somebody's life that never sat down and told you their financial difficulties. What kind of people are you guys? It's like you guys wish and you guys want the people to believe that this woman is doing bad. Like this woman can't afford anything. Like I cannot imagine that this woman has so many businesses. That woman have a restaurant. She has a restaurant. She has a beauty bar. She used to do tax. She had a tax office. She was on television. They were paying her. Plus, she's selling hair. She's selling cream. Like I don't understand. How can you guys believe somebody that have so much portfolios? How can you believe that this person is not making no money where they cannot afford to pay their house? And then somebody that's working 9 to 5 can pay their house, can pay their mortgage. Why do you guys choose to believe the lies? Like as if you guys don't want for people to believe that people are doing well. And God is the one that have the power to give wealth. Why do you guys love to believe that people are faking a life? Why? Like you guys don't have common sense. You guys don't have common sense to be like, you know what? This lady sell that house and she just purchased a house. And she made money from selling the first house. Okay? She made money. She made $300K from the other house that she sold. And she wasn't in it for long. And if she sold that one at the price that she put it, she's making money off of it too. So how can you guys be like, oh, she's faking a life? Because I'm sure if she couldn't afford anything, her credit would have been fucked up. She wouldn't even be able to purchase another one. So how can you guys quick to believe every negativity someone say about somebody? We're living in an era where people can make up anything about somebody. Now we have AI. Okay? AI talking. Do you know how many times a celebrity voices, you ever see that? We're living in a time. Cardi B said she's promoting stuff that she don't know nothing about. So how can you guys be quick to believe the negative but not the positive? That's what I want to know. Why is it so easy for you guys to believe the negative? And I remember there were stories that my husband, people that I don't even know, I'm not their friends. They knew when my husband came in. They knew my husband wasn't in bed. They knew, and all of it was lies. But the people that hate you want that for you. They want you to be disgusted. They want the negativity for you. So even though they have eyes, they have ears, they choose to close their eyes, they choose to shut their ears off. Like I really don't understand. Like, oh, Flo, she's a fool, she's a this, she's a that. And I'm saying, are you guys serious? This lady have more businesses than a lot of you guys. I only have one business. My husband has one business. I don't have two, I don't have three. I used to trade in the stock market. I used to do that. But since the market crashed, I don't even do that anymore. You know? So how can you guys believe that this woman, oh, she cannot afford? Did you see when a person cannot afford, that means that she'll have foreclosure proceeding. But there's no foreclosure proceeding. She's not even selling her house at short sales. And automatically you guys believe that whatever anybody else say. Like right now, Gael is shooting for Love and Hip Hop of Miami. Love and Hip Hop is no longer in VH1, it's in BET now. You guys can look that up in Google. It's playing on BET. It's no longer in VH1. It's no longer on Mondays. It's on Tuesday nights now. You guys can watch it. Because I heard they no longer, no, it's in BET. You can watch it on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. It's still running. And you will see Gael, because she was shooting the other day. The show is not canceled. It just started in November 4th. The show is not canceled. It's not old. They have new cast in the show now. That African guy, he's in the show now. So I just don't understand. Like, how come you guys quick to believe the negative about somebody, but hard to accept the truth? You guys are so easy to believe the lies. You guys want a person to be doing bad. It's like it makes you happy. The thing is that I don't understand. Let's say that I was doing bad. How does it add to your life? Which I'm not doing bad. But how do it add to your life? I don't understand. Because whatever I lose, you don't gain. So how can, since my loss is not your gain, and my win is not your win, so how can you be so angry about someone else's life? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. Like the stories that I hear, and I'm like, why are they lying? All these stories. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. And I'm sitting here saying, like, there are people that have a 9 to 5 and they can pay their mortgage. They can pay their mortgage. They can pay their house. But you have someone that has so much portfolios. And you believe this person that has so much portfolio can't afford something, but a regular person that's working can afford it? And I'm saying to myself is, like, look at this lady that just came from Haiti not too long ago. She opened a restaurant, and she opened another restaurant inside of a mall. She just came from Haiti not too long ago. And then you want to judge somebody that's been in America for the longest, and you don't believe that you believe that they're doing bad? You believe the lies that's coming from the enemy? Why? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't remember that. It's an African guy. I think he's a comedian. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I'm saying to myself is, why are you guys so quick to believe whatever someone say? And the thing about it is, their aim is to make somebody believe your life is so messed up. This is why? I don't get it. And the thing about it is, let me explain the story about Flo's house. Before Flo moved over there, the owner of that house used to rent that house. Because that owner had multiple houses, used to rent that house. It used to be rented before Florence purchased it. Yes, La Belle. La Belle Sissi. Oui. The person that owned the house before Florence purchased it used to rent the house. So if you look at the rental date, you will realize that when the house was being rented, Florence, then it was before she purchased it. And the person just showed, you guys don't even read the date. You guys just see the person showing that, oh, she rented, she da-da-da-da-da, and you guys ran with it. There is no rent, there's no rent in that property after Florence purchased it. It was before. I live in the community. I live in the community. You know? Well, I don't live there now, but during the time. It's just crazy. Okay? Thank you, Darlene. I'm going to check WhatsApp. I'm going to get off the phone now. I'm going to get off the phone. But I just wanted to do a little chat with you guys for tonight. Don't forget, go get your Nerglow. All of Nerglow products are on sale. Don't forget, there's only one mambo similo. Baleti nun. Pagin pièce moun ki ka kampe destin, okay? Nobody. Nobody. And I don't want you guys to believe that somebody can put hex in your life, can do something. The minute you start believing in the negativity, automatically it's mind over matter. And I don't believe nobody can do anything to me. I don't believe anybody can do anything to me. But my kid, I have an innocent child. Because I have an innocent child, I want to protect my child. And this is the reason why I don't want to be in this neighborhood. I have to protect my son. I want my son to be able to play outside freely. And it's no longer safe for my child to be outside. So I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't believe anybody can do anything to me because I'm an adult. But I have a kid. A lot of people, if they cannot get to you, they will get to your child. So I have to protect my child. I'm going to get off the live. I'm going to say to you guys, thank you. Hayden, thank you, honey. Love you too. Create a great day. Mommy Millet, I'm going to call you after the live. All right, everybody. Create a great night.